Okay. So everyone find yourself in a tall feeling, supported feeling seat. Remember, it never really matters what it looks like. I know I say, like, don't cross your ankles and your knees, but if you just need to do that for yourself, you can always just do that. I would just recommend if you do that a lot, like habitually, let's maybe try the other foot on top just to add a little yoga to it. We're always doing the opposite, right? So that's fine. My teacher always really quickly, she jokes, and I'm like, I don't know. This is just so easy for me. I just sit like this all the time. And she goes, great. How old are you? I said, 35. And she said, okay, for the next 35 years, sit the other way. And then you'll be balanced out. Right. So, yeah, just something to keep in mind. And for us, especially at work, we tend to sit certain ways. Our desks are arranged in ways where we, like, I always end up leaning a certain way on one side. And so let's be extra mindful to balance out the body, reminding ourselves that we're not trying to fix anything. We're just doing the same practice on each side. So even if it's not a yoga pose, any pose should be practiced on both sides. Okay. And that means talking on the phone like this, then either talk on the phone like this or get a headset and talk on the phone like this. Okay, so find that tall feeling. Maybe roll your shoulders down and away from your ears, especially if you're like me and they get locked super up and high near my ears. Next time your shoulders are down, keep them down. Keep your elbows bent, hands are resting on something, maybe a gentle pinch of your shoulders behind you and a gentle pulling in and up of the pelvis and the belly organs. But let that be more energetic and not forceful, not super muscular yet. Just in the beginning, you want a little bit of support. And then let your gaze go forward and slightly down. Lock your attention on a spot ahead of you that's not moving. And then intentionally soften the muscles around your eyebrows, smooth out your forehead, even soften the muscles around your ears, loosen your jaw. It might help to swallow, and you can let your tongue come off the roof of your mouth. Get a little slack in your jaw. See if you can soften the muscles in the sides and the front of your neck, the scalenes. Let the arms get even heavier. Take a seat into yourself, just as you are today. And mentally separate yourself from what you were doing so you can come fully now into what you are doing. We've all been talking about being so busy. So whatever you need to do, it'll be there waiting for you. Give yourself this next 25, 30 minutes to just focus on you. Good. And start to ground and center yourself. You know the drill by now. Use your senses, and you can do this anytime. So start with what you see. Whether your eyes are open or shut, notice shapes and colors in the room around you. Notice sources of lights and shadows. Notice where the doors and windows are in relation to your body. Notice where the other people or objects are in relation to your body. Notice all the noises in the space besides my voice. Notice your personal bubble of space. Not just what's in front of you. Use your spidey senses. Get a feel of what's behind you and to the sides of your body too. Notice where air touches your skin versus where the clothing is touching your skin. Maybe it's just a temperature or you feel the texture of the fabric. Notice your weight pressing into your chair. Keep pressing down into what's touching down and lift up higher through the crown of your head. See if you can feel even longer through the spine without working harder. And notice your breath. And just let the breath be normal and passive, especially if this is the first time you've paid attention to it today. There's nothing good or bad about that. Just let yourself observe at first. What's the breath just naturally like right now? Is it smooth or choppy or kind of quick or slow? Maybe there's a noise or a temperature to your breath. And then allow the breath to get deeper and longer than normal. Don't force it to double or triple in length, but you can just allow the inhales to come lower and deeper into your belly and let the belly soften so it can really inflate. And then as you exhale, watch the balloon deflate back to the center. Do a couple rounds like that. Notice if the sensations of your breath are moving or changing as you just stay watching. Notice if your mind is telling you stories about what you were doing before, what you have to do after, or judging the way you're feeling right now. And see if you can just keep locking on to the sensations and describing them to yourself. 2 more rounds like that. And then let go of that force. Notice your whole body again and see if you sense anything left over so far after just 5 minutes of giving yourself time to notice your own body and breathing and mind. Maybe something surprised you, and that's okay. And then next time you breathe in, open your eyes if you haven't already. Take in the room around you again. And if you choose to move, we'll do some movement now. So scoot forward towards the edge of your seat. Put your feet flat on the ground. Still let your gaze be forward and arms be supported. And really reach up now through the crown of your head. So engage more with all the muscles in your body. Press into your toes. Press into your heels. Push down into your sits bones. Let the belly and the pelvis come in and up a little stronger now. Pinch the shoulders behind you a little stronger. And pull your shoulders down away from your ears as you reach the crown of the head towards the sky. And notice the difference just in engaging mindfully as you sit. And notice the difference between the two sides of your body. You might feel really different sensations on each side depending on what your body is working with today. And then next time you exhale, let your right ear come towards your right shoulder, just heavy. Option to be still, or you could really gently and slowly kind of roll your nose forward and towards the center. Stay for a breath or two. And you can keep rolling your head all the way to the other side, or you can inhale back to the center and exhale, other side. Keep breathing, whether you're moving or still, just noticing what sensations are coming up for you. I think it's fine to roll the head forward. I wouldn't recommend a full circle with the head rolling back behind the line of the shoulders and the spine, especially not without support. If you're really itching to do a full circle, fine. Please take your hands to the back of your skull so that your arms can support the weight of your head. Inhale back to the center. Exhale, look to the right. So turn your face towards the right side of the room and draw circles above your shoulder like there's a marker on your nose. And draw them one way a few times. They can be big or small, but move slowly so that you can really pay attention. And then draw them the other way too. Next time you breathe in, inhale through the center, nice and slow, and exhale to the other side. Remember, it might look or feel really different. We're not trying to force any change. Just trying to notice what's the range of motion like on this side? What are the different sensations or even noises? Do you have snap, crackle, pop on this side? I do. And draw them the other way too. When that feels pretty even, inhale back through the center. Exhale, let your chin touch down towards your chest and actively pull your shoulders down and away from your ears. Push into your feet again. Inhale, get longer all the way through the top of your spine. Exhale, stay long and reach your tail down through your chair. Good. Place your fingertips on the back of your skull. You might interlace your fingers or just touch the fingertips to the skull. It's up to you. And to any extent, draw your elbows closer together in front of you. Breathe really big now into the top of your back and into your armpits and the sides of your waist. Keep pulling the shoulders down. Keep squeezing the elbows in. Good. Next time you inhale, open your elbows out to the side and look straight ahead again. And then release your fingertips to the sky. Maybe one at a time, you kind of swim your shoulder blades down, back, so that you can pinch them even more behind you and really start to engage with the top part of your back and the areas between the shoulders. It might feel a little crunchy or a little stiff, and that's okay. And imagine if I'm looking at you from the side, there's a line through the center of your body. See if you can bring your elbows forward ahead of the line, but your thumbs back behind the line without dumping into the low spine and back bending and just being loose. So still sucking the belly in and up for support in the low back. Good. Stay here or start to lift the eyebrows and the eyeballs up towards the sky. You could start lifting the face as long as you stay long in the neck. And then bring your hands to the back of your skull. Keep that pinching feeling behind you and cradle your head so that you can look up as high as feels comfortable for you. You might even blow kisses at the ceiling to get into the musculature in the jaw and the front and sides of the throat. I'm exaggerating. You don't have to actually kiss, but you could if you want to have more fun. Good. Inhale yourself with the support of your hands all the way back to the center before you exhale and let your arms come back down. Let's do a couple really big shoulder rolls. So inhale really slow forward and up towards your earlobes like you want to touch them. Exhale, slide the shoulders down the spine behind you. Continue with this pattern. Now, some people like to keep hands on their lap. Some people are okay with having gravity pull on the arms, so they're dangling by your sides. It makes them heavier, so it might change the sensations. It could intensify it a little bit. So that's just an option. It's not a requirement, but if it feels interesting or good, you could try that. And then pause wherever you are and go the opposite direction too. So now you're inhaling forward and down, exhaling, pinching the shoulders back and drawing them way up. One more like that. Soft face, keep breathing. And then come to stillness in the center. Good. Hands on your knees. It's okay if you want to kind of widen your feet a little bit here. Next time you breathe in, pull your belly and chest forward. Let your gaze go forward and more up. Exhale, round your shoulders more than you tuck your tail and look down. Back and forth now. Inhaling forward. Squeeze your shoulders towards your spine, towards your hips. And then exhale, round. Pull your belly button in really hard towards your spine like you want to touch them together. Follow your own cadence. You can stay somewhere for a breath or two if it feels interesting or like you need it. And as usual, you can do something I didn't say. This is your class. But this is the one pose, or I guess two poses, that if I was going to say you should do this one yoga thing every day, it's cat and cow. Just move the spine forward and back, matching it up with your breath. Last one. Take your time. And then inhale yourself back to center. Let your shoulders come back down. Look straight ahead. Good. And let your arms kind of dangle now out of your shoulders and identify where your right hand is. You can give it a wiggle if you need. Inhale, bring your arm either out or up. If you bring it out and you like to keep it at shoulder height, keep the shoulder down away from the ear. If you want to reach it up above shoulder height, then also lift the shoulder up towards the ear, but keep your head stacked on your spine. So you're not like reaching the head over towards the arm. Does that make sense? And if you want to work really hard, you could squeeze all your fingertips together. You could really reach past your fingertips. You could push more into your feet and your seat. You could pull in hard towards your belly. You could squeeze your shoulders more back behind you, soften your face, and you could breathe in and out as long as you can. Good. Stay here, maybe reaching the fingertips apart from each other. And then next time you exhale, reach over towards the left a little bit so you feel a curve feeling in the side of your body. Now, keep both of your hips glued down. Notice where your heart is pointing. If it's pointing down towards the floor, see if you can back out like 10% and open your heart more towards the front of the room instead. Just see how it changes things. You can always go back to heart pointing down if it works better for you. Especially if you have a temperamental neck or shoulders, I recommend keeping looking forward or even down, but probably not up. Next time you inhale, push into your feet in your seat so you can come up all the way. And then exhale, let your arm come down. Take a break in between, fill yourself up like a glass of water. Inhale, bottom to top. Exhale, top to bottom. And then other side. So identify your fingertips. You can give them a wiggle if you want. Inhale the arm out or up. Make your choice. Keep yourself cemented down from the hips down. Inhale, get lighter and taller from the waist up before you exhale and lean over to whatever extent on this side. Stay and breathe. See if you can breathe into where you're feeling the most sensation. Maybe you adjust where your heart is pointing again. You can always take the arm totally out of the equation and just put it behind you. And just focus on creating that big round shape in the side of your body. Yeah, good choices. Next time you breathe in, push into your seat and your feet. Inhale all the way back up to a tall spine. And exhale, let your arm come all the way back down. Take a breath in between, fill yourself up with air. Notice what is left over so far. Good. Inhale, arms out to a big T shape. Exhale, twist to the right. So try not to let your arms pull you further. Don't let your hands go first. So if you're not sure if you're doing that or not, take your fingertips to the middle of your heart and then kind of open your arms out to a T like a wingspan and see if they're where they were just a moment ago. You can even look back at your fingertips, see if they're where you expected them to be. And then inhale back to the center and exhale. Do that on the other side as well. Just twisting with the strength of the middle of your body. Maybe you touch your heart and open your wings again. Maybe you look over your back fingertips as long as the neck has nothing to say about that. You could always keep your nose and your heart in line. In fact, no matter where you are, tuck your chin down and back. See what happens. And then inhale all the way back to the center and exhale, hands come down. If you want another big shoulder roll, especially if that created some tension or heat. Good. And we were talking about typing a lot earlier. So let's do just a little bit of extra care for the fingers and the wrists and the rest of the arms too. A lot of nods. Good. Okay. So take your hands out in front of you with the palms facing down. And turn just the fingertips down towards the floor. So you keep your arms long and you're just bending at the wrist. Good. And then option to stay here, or you can kind of turn the fingers in towards each other and then out away towards the sides. Keep your shoulders down away from your ears. Keep your face relaxed and keep breathing. Okay. And then pause. Turn your thumbs in towards your palm and then wrap the rest of your fingers around the thumb to make like a fist. And then really gently and carefully, big rolls at the wrist. Do both in one direction and then we'll go the other way too. And it's okay to bend your elbows here if you need to. If you get a lot of sharp pain down in the base of the thumb, go talk to a physical therapist, not a yoga teacher. And then write the circles in the other way too. Good. Pause. Take your left fingertips up towards the sky. Take your right peace fingers and kind of weave the fingers in. So you're grabbing the pointer and ring finger and then really gently pull back. And you might feel like a lot of sensation. That's normal. Don't force it. We're not trying to like gross out grandma and be double jointed. Too much me. I used to do that. It would make her so upset. And then release those two and do the same thing, but now with the pinky and the middle finger. Just gentle pressure back at the same time. Notice where you feel the most sensation and try to describe it to yourself. Good. And then grab your thumb like a joystick and really gently roll the thumb one direction. Don't use the thumb muscle at all. Use the controlling hand to just rock the thumb around and then go the other direction too. Good. Other side. So right fingertips are out ahead of you. Peace finger of the left hand are going to take the pointer and ring finger gently back. So you're kind of weaving them. Yeah, that's fine. Keep the wrist more straight. You don't want to pull the wrist all the way back as well. Although I guess it could be interesting. I guess as long as it doesn't hurt. Just be careful. And then let's do the middle and the pinky finger at the same time. And then grab the thumb like a joystick and roll it one way. And then the other. Good. Release that. Take your left hand out in front of you again and turn your fingertips down towards the floor. And then use your whole set of fingers on the opposite hand and put gentle pressure on the entire back of the hand to create a sensation through the wrist. And you can keep doing that and turn the fingertips towards the side. And maybe to the other side as well. Back towards the middle, other hand, fingertips down. At first, apply pressure to the back of the hand. And then if you want, you could turn to each side a little bit, see what happens. And then release, interlace all of your fingers to make a big fist and draw circle eights with your hands. Here's the really hard part. Stop and then keep going the opposite direction. It's okay if that feels impossible. Good. And then pause. Fine if you want to wiggle your fingers or shake out your hands a little bit. It's normal to get like tingling and flushing and rushing feelings. Each time we apply pressure to a joint where you feel that stretch, it's going to really temporarily cut off circulation a little bit. And so the flushing or rushing or flooding feeling you're feeling is the blood rushing back into the area. But it should help with healing and stiffness too. That's why PTs normally recommend that you try that to some extent. Good. Roll all the way back into your seat so you feel fully supported again. Rest your arms. I might recommend now with the palms facing up and they're resting on your lap. And then look straight ahead of yourself again. Maybe tuck your chin down and back again. And just notice the sensations that are left over from what we've done so far. In particular, you might feel a lot of sensations in the hands. Notice your breath again. Today, to end class, instead of a body scan, let's try a like healing glowing light meditation that I've heard that I've really liked and helped me when I had a lot of tightness and stiffness and pain. So you can leave your eyes open or shut. I sometimes like to keep my eyes open if when my eyes shut, my mind wanders a lot. It can help to lock your attention on something ahead of you. But if you do leave your eyes open, you don't need to focus on the detail of that item ahead of you. Just lock your gaze at that thing and then still let the focus go fuzzy so the details kind of blur. Good. Settle heavier into your feet and your seat. Readjust anything before we begin that will help you stay in this position just for a couple of minutes. And then bring your attention once again to your breath. You don't have to change it. Just notice your breathing coming in and out of your body. Notice where you feel like your breath starts and ends. Some people say it feels like that starts and ends at the belly button. Some people say the heart. You might feel it somewhere different. And imagine at that point, there is a warm, glowing light. It can be whatever color you wish. It can be bright or dim. It can be a flame or a light bulb or just an orb, whatever suits you. And imagine as you inhale, that light tends to grow, get a little brighter, a little warmer, and grows outwards to envelop more of your body. And as you exhale, it returns back to that center point. Next time you inhale, imagine that as you breathe in and your light grows, it reaches your hands and your wrists. And then exhale recedes back. Each time you breathe in, the warm light glows and grows to envelop your arms and your hands, flooding that area with warmth and healing light. Let everything stay heavy. Continue this breath awareness in your mind for the next few moments of silence. Good. Let go of that when you're ready. And notice what is left over, if anything. Notice your weight in your chair. Notice your breath now. And invite really gentle wiggles into your fingers and your toes to let your body wake back up. To end class, I'll invite you to bring your hands together, either in a prayer-like position with your thumbs touching your chest, or you can stack your hands. Whatever feels good to you is fine. Look down or bow down towards your heart and your hands. And this motion is in gratitude of yourself. So, as best you can, give yourself a sincere thank you just for showing up and carving out some time. We all know that's 99% of the work. Everything else is just practice. And remember, you have a body, but you're not just your body. You have a mind, but you're not just your thoughts. And you have emotions, but you're not just your feelings. When you're ready, hands come down, your eyes can flutter open and up. Class is over. Thank you for coming. And remember, talk on the phone the other way. Lean on your desk the other way. Be mindful as you work.